Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. He's so cute. Hi, today, oh my God, hold on y'all. Oh my gosh, I almost everything almost just fell off of this desk. Like, what the heck? Okay, I'm sorry. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about spending my first Christmas alone. And I do have like people that I live with, so I have seen them today, but as far as like going to an activity, going to like a family group hangout, I decided to opt out this year because, man, I'm like, how deep do I want to get in this video? But I decided to opt out this year because I feel like my family is a work in progress. I'm a work in progress, and I see that and I respect that in everybody. And I try my best to remember that, like, especially in moments of frustration or like really intense moments, you know, the whole thing. But I just feel like there have been many times where I've like reached out to my family, where I've wanted to talk to my family, and they just weren't really receptive. And it's been with a few family members. I don't know. Bear with me, please, on this because I'm going a little bit deep and I'm just doing this like off the cuff. But I just feel like there's been a lot of times throughout the last couple of years where I would reach out to family members, reach out to, my dad or my mom or different people to try to just make a connection, try to talk, try to learn more about the family. Try to learn more about the family, try to build a connection or hang out. And sometimes I get met with like a lot of just resistance and even like resentment almost. And, I get told like, this feels weird, guys. We're getting a little bit deep, but I've been told things like, I don't have time for that. I'm tired, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't have time for it. Da, da, da. And it's just like, I have reached the point now where I've gotten tired. I've gotten tired of reaching out. I've gotten tired of, asking to build connections with certain family members and just to be met with like, like an I don't have time for this type of attitude, or like, what do you want to do? Okay, no, I can't. And I'm too tired and I'm too this and I'm too that. And it's just like, I see, not to compare. I know that everybody's family is different. I know that things aren't as they seem on social media, but you do see people who have healthy relationships with their family and who are close. And that's definitely something that I want to cultivate, just like with my own family in the future or with the friends and the people that I have now. And so I decided this year that I'm going to be alone for Christmas and that I'm just going to chill. And right now it's like 6 p.m. and I watched a game. I went for a walk earlier. It's like 80 degrees here in Houston, which is crazy. But I watched like a couple of vlogs on YouTube, and I've just been like cleaning my email and like changing up some things, or not changing, but completing some things that I've been needing to complete like on my schedule. So yeah, it's just us. It's just us, Lucky. So I've made that decision to just not go to the family living room and the family gathering at other places because I want to protect my peace. And I knew that I would feel a lot better today if I got up, if I moved my body, if I just like cleaned my email and completed some tasks. And, I have family members who are getting older for sure. And I did have the thought of like, well, what if this is their last Christmas? Like, what if, this is your last opportunity to see them again? But I feel like we shouldn't, like use holidays or special occasions to like really try to connect with people or to push the idea of family. I think like every day should be a celebration of life, and every day we should feel grateful for the people that we have in our lives and the people who are still here and the people who still want to make connections and still want to reach out. And I'm not gonna lie, like my feelings were definitely hurt, especially, in situations where I'm trying to reach out, I'm trying to make connections, and I just feel like I got brushed off. And maybe when I'm older, I might like think differently about this. And maybe when I'm older, I don't even think that I'm going to regret it, honestly, because I feel, like I said, at peace. And I feel like it's the right decision because, yeah, like it shouldn't take a holiday or a special occasion or like a birthday or something in order for family to be prioritized. And, you know, the kids, I have like my sister, she has 5 kids. So my nieces who are here in the state, I got them their presents yesterday, saw them open it, and it was really cute and really fun. But other than that, other than like making sure that the kids feel seen, I really just, you know, kind of decided to take a step back. And like I said, over the past couple of years, I have been reaching out, but really the last quarter of this year, the last couple of quarters, I've been just kind of like just in my own little world. I'm not really reaching out. I'm not really trying to make an effort. I'm really just like taking all that energy that I would have put into somebody else and I'm putting it back on myself. And it's crazy because once you do that, then people want to start reaching out or connecting with you. I've had that experience a couple times, but then it's like you're locked in, you're focused. So it's like I'm still trying to find a balance. Like I just turned 30 this year. I'm single. I have no kids. I got no kids, And, you know, I just think it's like, it's just really refreshing to understand, like, you don't have to subject yourself to any type of, you don't have to subject yourself to like just negative feeling energy, like whether that be with family, with friends, at work. Like, you know, I very well could have like gotten dressed and gone over there and just like, you know, but I need to process like my own feelings. And I feel like even when I do go, like when I do go to family events, you know, sometimes I experience like the backhanded comments and, you know, the questions just kind of like judging me, like, okay, well, what do you do? Where do you work? You know, like, are you still doing this? Are you still doing that? Like, you know, how's your little business going? And it's just like, you know, I know I'm at a place in my healing journey where I understand that the actions, thoughts, and behaviors of others has nothing to do with me and more to do with them. And I do get that, but that doesn't mean that I have to subject myself to like crazy, like, it doesn't mean that I have to subject myself to that. So instead of like answering uncomfortable questions and pretending like all year I've been just locked in with my family when I really haven't, I just decided to be alone and not regretting the decision so far. And honestly, if you are alone this Christmas, I just want to like, now I want to talk to you. I just want to say like, you know, I'm proud of you for like making that decision, or if it wasn't a decision that you made, if it's just something that happened because of circumstance, I'm still proud of you for being here. I'm proud of you for just sitting with yourself. I'm proud of you for sitting with your emotions if you're doing that and doing whatever you need to do for the day. Like, I know that it can be difficult with family members who aren't here anymore, or maybe you're at odds with family, or you don't have any family or what have you. And I just want to say that you deserve to be here and celebrate the day however you want to, just as much as anybody else. Like, you really, really do. So yeah, that's just my thoughts so far on this holiday season. I'm probably about to just like watch some TV a little bit more, finish up a couple of more tasks that I need to finish before the end of the new year, or the beginning of the new year, the end of this year. And yeah, I think, you know, I was sad, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Like yesterday, I wouldn't say like I was upset, but yesterday I definitely was like in a mood, and I definitely felt like, you know, I can't say unloved because that's not true, but I definitely felt like, okay, I wish things were different. You know, I was just like, oh, you know, I wish I had the close, tight-knit family that wore like the matching pajamas and that I could just stop by and like, okay, my parents aren't together, but, you know, I could still stop by my dad's, and then I could stop by my mom's, and I could just, you know, just feel like the love this season. So yesterday I would say was pretty rough. Definitely had some tears. Definitely had like negative energy feelings that I just had to sit with and allow to just, you know, I'm tired of stuffing things down. I'm tired of like avoiding my emotions. So I sat with them yesterday. Did not feel good in the moment, but now that I'm on the other side, I'm just like, okay, I'm okay. You're okay. So yeah, today has been very interesting. And like I said, I do wish sometimes. I know that you shouldn't wish for things because you should be grateful for what you already have. But there are definitely moments where I do feel like, you know, I wish I had that connection, or I wish I, you know, I'd be lying if I said I didn't. So basically is what I'm trying to say. So yes, we're just chilling, hanging out. He's like, that's Lucky. He's getting real comfortable, but yeah, this is my day, and just, you know, creating new traditions. Things are changing. Everybody's getting older. People are creating their own families and going their own separate ways, and you know, it's okay. So maybe I'll like touch on this on another video too, but I just wanted to pop in and say that and show that I am making decisions that are in my best self-interest, and I'm listening to my body. I'm listening to the Alexis who wants to really put like peace at the forefront and like positiveness at the forefront. And if that means that I have to kind of, you know, tamper my communication with certain family members or certain friends, I think like that's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world. And yeah, I can honestly say that I'm content. I cooked for myself. I watched some TV. I got some tasks done, and now I think I'm about to just go like dream about the future and dream about, you know, what it's going to look like when I have my person or I have my community and I'm able to experience that. I think I want to just sit in those feelings of like what's to come and not really dwell on like the past necessarily, or dwell on like what I don't have. I want to look to what I do have and the potential of what I can have. So I know this was a little bit of a different video from what I normally post, but if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. And I really appreciate it, you guys. I'm at 93 subscribers. I'm at 93 subscribers right now. I was at like 80 a couple of months ago. So this is exciting. And I've been uploading a lot more, and I'm excited to just keep sharing my thoughts, my ideas, my knowledge, everything. I want to get more creative, start editing, start actually like maybe vlogging. I think vlogging would be fun. And I think it would allow me to actually put myself out there and not just like do the same things every day. So thank you again for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know how you guys are spending your Christmas too. Like, are you with family? Are you alone? Are you creating a new tradition? Is this like the first year that you're doing something different? Like, I want to know everything. So let me know, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.